Um, it's just a point. Boy, I've never actually had a patient ask me your question. That is an amazing question. um, my immediate thought would be to turn the light on. Sorry, Steve. But that would be
He
my
sleeps through everything. That's an idea. I turn on my nightlight and then deal with the phone instead of just the phone, is what you're
right.
saying.
That's what I would think to do. Um, I think that the now and I could argue, and the advantages and disadvantages to that. The advantages is that it relaxes your eyes. The disadvantage is it wakes you up.
Yeah,
So that's you could yeah
that's the
I mean it's a deadly situation. I don't know how you could get around it, but
a new career is really
yeah. Well, yeah, okay, that's the next. Oh, great. Hey, why don't you become an optometrist? I'll sell you the practice. It'd be great. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm doing these lectures. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done with this stuff. No question. So, yeah, go ahead.
Do you recommend like closing our eyes as much as the 20 which is a great exercise? I love that. I'm going to do that. Thank you.
Well,
Do you recommend just resting, like literally closing the eyes? Is that helpful? Is that beneficial?
I'm not following. While you're at a computer?
No, but in between. So like the 20 we can't do while we're in session or while we're anything. So any pause.
I think the answer is sort of. How's that for an answer? The reason it's sort of is because when you close your eyes, I mean, when you close your eyes, you're relaxing your eyes. Oh, I have to teach you an exercise. Oops, sorry. That I'm a wealth of information. I mean, we could sit here all night. Every question is going to trigger 9 more ideas. So I think that seeing peripherally is actually going to be better for you than actually closing your eyes, because you're closing your eyes, you're just kind of checking out, and then you come back out and you're in the same mode. But if you widen yourself peripherally, that would be better. So here's another exercise, and that is palming. And so palming is an exercise that was created by Bates, and Bates was this guy who was the kind of the king of throwing away your glasses type guy. And so what you do is you take your hands and you rub them and you make them warm, okay? And then you take your hands and you cup them like this and you put them over your eyes. And then you just breathe. And you get the energy of your hands onto your eyes. And if you do it at work, you could get tremendous sympathy from your colleagues.
eyes open or closed when you do that.
Closed. And what Bates said is that you try to imagine blackness, but really just try to relax and try to imagine a pleasant scene or something like that. But you rub and you do it for about 10 or 15 breaths, and it's very, very, very relaxing. Are there blue light shields? Wow, there are all these great questions. Blue light shields. Oh, well, Teresa, you still here? Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean by a blue light shield? Whoops, you're muted.
I was thinking of Terry and the night texting scenario and whether there's something, rather than fumbling for blue light glasses at night, whether there's something that could either be on her cell phone or
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I don't know.
the shield. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow, what a marketing genius you are. That's a pretty interesting idea. Right, that's very good. Something that she could just drop over her screen.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't I don't know. I don't know. But
Let's invent it and make $1 million.
Yeah, there's a good idea. I'll think about that. What's that, Therese?
Market all the doulas.
That's right. corner the doula market. I see it now. It's a real moneymaker. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, they're gonna be pouring in those doulas one after the other. And not only that,
Anybody who's on call, though, it works for anybody. So you got a lot of doctors that would work for it too. So
yeah, but then also you have, then remember the mothers are giving birth, so that creates for another patient load. I see a lot of potential here, a lot of potential.
I had another question in terms of
Go ahead.
with the blue light glasses, because if you need to have them on all the time because the blue lights from the street and everything
Right.
else, if it doesn't come in your prescription and you need
No, it does come in your prescription.
Oh, you
I
can?
thought it could be made in any prescription. I just thought you were asking if I could do it. If in that scenario where we were getting it online, if they would do it. And the answer is no. That particular company is not going to do it. They're just going to make protective lenses that have no prescription. But yeah, you can get it in any prescription. These are progressives with a prescription in them.
So
and
I'm
they have blue
confused.
light. Excuse me?
So that company wouldn't do it, but you would do it in the blue light?
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't say it right. The company's situation that I was describing was a way to get this lens online
Mm-hmm.
that had no prescription in it, that just protected blue light. However, if you need a prescription, I can make you glasses with your prescription if I ever get back to my office to get your record. Okay, but if that ever happens and I'm in that office, I'll pull your record. I guarantee it. And then you can make it. You can make it. You can make anything. It's
So
just that particular company can't do it. That's all.
Okay, but with you, we would be able to get the blue light in our prescription through you.
Yeah. You could do that.
Once you get back to your office.
Yeah, whenever that occurs. Whatever that is. Right. Sometime between now and the next millennium, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be opening up. Yeah. Anybody else?
It might be that time.
Yeah. And what does Sunny have to say? Does Sunny have any questions?
Sunny?
no, she says it's her bedtime.
Oh, really?
7:30 is actually her bedtime, so she's way past it.
I'm so excited that you let her stay up late. That's fantastic.
Can we do that sound question from, was it Katie?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yes. Let's do the sound question. Just, Therese, any second. You know me.
No
Quick
problem.
question.
Yeah.
In terms
So-
of the periphery,
let's
so
move
the
it over.
exercise.
Wait, excuse me.
Oh.
I want to move it over. So why don't you just tell me, what's the question again?
So the question is just in terms of the peripheral, the peripheral awareness.
Right.
And I'm wondering, outside of the realm of tuning forks, which are great, but not everyone has them, and
Right, of course.
I have them, but most people probably don't. Could one, I'm positing this sort of philosophical question, create just a sonic awareness of our periphery? It's not replacing the tuning forks. This is just an aside, but as we're having a kind of a soft focus and creating that peripheral awareness visually, I'm wondering if we can get a sense. I'm just wondering, and if you've thought about this in terms of our peripheral hearing as well, right? Because
Wow, cool
hearing
question.
has directionality as well.
Wow.
And I was thinking, and I was really inspired by what you were talking about, because I see clients on Zoom every day, like 5 to 6 clients a day,
Right.
as a psychotherapist. And you're right, when you talked about focus, energetic focus, and so as you were talking about it, I was practicing as if you were a client, like, can I focus on you and be aware of my periphery? And then it brought me to thinking about using other senses, right? Because we're also using the sense of hearing and listening, really. And so I wanted to put that out there as sort of a universal question. It's a question I'm asking for myself, because I'm going to start to bring it into the fore in terms of the way I'm working clinically, because I've been online for a month every day. It's intense. And so I want to be able to be present
Right.
as much as possible. And I'm going to use my tuning forks the way you suggested for that, to create more peripheral awareness and how that informs my vision. So I'm wondering if, and I'd be so curious if the people here in this group at some point, without the tuning forks, could just simply attune the right and left side of hearing, right? We're so visual that we think of sound coming over there, but sound is a 360, right? It's in all directions, just in a way like vision is sort of, we can even imagine what's behind us, even though we can't see it. But our awareness can be brought to the fore. So that was it was a philosophical question.
It's a fantastic question. Well, first of all, I think that it is the concept is the difference between seeing and vision, sight and vision, and the difference between hearing and listening. Right? So
Yeah.
Sight is the ability to see clearly, is to basically the ability to see the bottom line on the eye chart, whatever it is. That's sight. Vision, the definition of vision is the ability to take meaning or understanding from what you see.
Yeah.
Right? Hearing is the ability to discern, this tone or that tone. Listening, the word is the gestalt. It's the whole of taking in, what you perceive, auditorily. So the answer to that question to me is that I'm only using the limit of visual field because it's easy to explain. I don't believe that vision is limited to the eyes.
Right.
And I don't believe that hearing is limited to the ears.
Right.
So I think that the depth or the width is the better word of that is infinitely wide.
And and I'll finish here with the idea with that is that because listening is it's a different phenomenon than hearing. Mm-hmm. We don't really listen with our ears, right?
Correct.
Hear with our ears, and vision and sight. I love the quote on your page. That's the Helen Keller quote. That's wonderful.
Right.
And so when we have peripheral awareness, mm-hmm. It's vast. It's not just within our scope of hearing or our scope of seeing. That peripheral awareness can really go beyond the scope of what is actually visually tangible or audibly tangible. And I'm going to work on that for myself, just because because of this narrow focus and because of this intensity that you spoke about earlier tonight. I'm just, for me personally, that was like a pivotal moment
thank you so
for me.
much.
So I want to thank you for that, sparking that in my brain, and I'm hoping that hopefully it helps other people too. Just this like broader question of what is peripheral awareness and why is it so important, right?
Well, I mean,
we know why, but yeah.
So I think that this conversation, if I would be very happy to continue it, but what I should do for everybody else who may not be as interested as you and I.
Sorry, yeah, I don't mean to.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Because what I'm going to suggest to you right now is that everybody else hangs up and we'll stay on and we'll finish this conversation because I have a few thoughts on that one. Okay, if you have a moment. Okay. Yes. You're waving goodbye. That's a wave.
Just thank you. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, if we're interested in the same topic, can we listen in also? Because it is a
very I don't care who stays. Anyone who's interested, stay. Therese, you're off duty. You've done an exceptional job. You're the best assistant. You're the best ex-wife assistant I've ever had. I've never had a better ex-wife assistant. I would say you're at the top. You're at the top.